Hello, strange creatures, and welcome to the Universe Ball Podcast, an anthology podcast where we make and play tabletop role-playing games. So stupid, so absurd, you have to hear it. I'm the voice in your head, Dylan Ased, and this energy is completely and utterly insincere. I may not know how to podcast, but I sure know how to scream.
Hello, my name is Sami Jarbouh. I'm a tabletop roleplayer future educator, and I play Blizzard Boy, the mischievous 12-year-old wildcard of the group who ran away from a suburban life to have fun and do crime.
What's up, gamers? I'm Fahed, minor, and I play the most experienced member of the group, Barry Tartman, an earnest conman who's committed to a life of crime.
And I'm Daniel Williams. I play Todd, Zodd, Mclodd, a young, eager intern who signed up for this group of thieves thinking it was a summer internship.
What you're about to hear is 4 friends playing their way through a story-based campaign and just generally fucking around. If that sounds like your thing, consider subscribing. If not, I'm outside your window.
This is episode 2 of an ongoing series called the SSOS about post-apocalyptic lizard people heisting an interdimensional cruise ship. This game was created by Sami and me back in 2020. We hope you enjoy it. Last we saw the 3 of you. You had been imprisoned in the ship's brig for violent behavior and have since escaped through a teleport wall. While you were gone, the crowd of Adobians that once populated the lobby have dispersed across the ship, leaving a clear look at the ancient lavish room. You each find yourselves uniquely disoriented after this journey. Barry is lying face down in flakes of rust, Blizzard Boy is slouched and drooling against a wall, and Todd is dangling upside down from the crystal chandelier.
Boys, come in. Boys, did you make it?
Jem?
Jin, is that you?
How was the journey? Are you back in the lobby?
We're back in the lobby.
Boys, if you want the fuel, you're gonna need to find the maps.
Where are these maps?
I have no idea.
Duh. Okay, thanks for the help, Glugon.
Yeah, thanks.
No, that was not sincere. Alright, I wanna take a look around the ship. I wanna see what's happening here. A 13. The hallways that connect to the other half of the ship are currently guarded by 6 robots who are turning away guests from entering.
Do not enter here. Skypool deck overpopulated.
Hey, guys, could I get a little help here?
Todd, are you okay?
Does Blizzard Boy still have the grappling hook?
Wait. I just remembered I actually have a rope. I'm gonna try and get down myself.
That is a 4.
You tie it to your waist, and then you also tie it by accident to your foot. So you just let go, like, confidently, you just fall on your back.
Totally fine.
Todd, I'm laughing at you, because you fell, idiot.
I'm glad I could make you laugh.
I heard that, Blizzard Boy, you fucking piece of shit. Please do not make fun of Todd.
Okay, Jem. Alright, let's get going. Let's do this, guys. In the southern end of the room, there's a red-carpeted staircase surrounded by velvet rope leading up to a pair of double doors.
We should probably go up those stairs.
So, printed over these doors in a glittery cursive font are the words Captain's Deck. However, as you're, trying to cross the red velvet rope, your hand hits an invisible wall, and it turns out that this red velvet rope is creating a pulsing force field.
Barry knows the captain, remember?
I'm sorry to lie to you, Todd, but I was bluffing.
On the west side of the room, there's a mustached Adobian man who's pushed some crates and various sized luggage into a small shack formation, and he appears to be selling goods.
I think we should see what that guy is selling.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys walk up to this pop-up shop, and strung along the top between 2 poles, like a cane, a lamp without a shade, there's a ripped fabric strung across it that reads Jiff Bop's Gift Shop. And the stand is full of hastily crafted knickknacks themed around the ship itself. There's SSOS snow globes made out of broken glass bottles, old t-shirts with the ship's name spray painted over them. And amongst the junk, you notice a small pile of fire escape plans that seem to have been unscrewed from the lobby's walls, and there's a map of every deck. Gentlemen, welcome to Jiff Bop's Gift Shop. I'm Jiff Bop, the gift shop shopkeeper. Take a look around.
Hey, guys, he has a map.
Alright, I want to whisper. Hey,
Yeah.
dude, quiet. Okay, Todd. Alright, listen, Barry, Todd. We don't want to give away how much we want these maps, right? You gotta play cool, okay? If you show interest, he's gonna upcharge us, alright?
But But we do want the maps, right?
Right, but we do. Yeah,
Okay.
we just don't want them to know.
Making sure.
Right? Just make it seem like, oh, hey, these maps seem kind of interesting, maybe kind of cool.
Okay.
But don't show that much interest, all right?
I agree with Blizzard Boy.
So do I.
I didn't ask, Todd. All right, let's go.
Was that huddle over there? Was that about me?
No.
No.
We just really like each other.
So what you selling?
I got snow globes. I got knickknacks. I got souvenirs. I got duffel bags. What are you looking for? Loose bolts and screws?
Well, but do you sell maps? Just hypothetically, not that we want any.
Yeah, I do have maps right over here. I do reckon.
Where are your snow globes? Can I see some of those?
Watch your fingers. They're a little broken up. And he hands you it's like a shattered glass bottle with dirty water and just brown indiscriminate flecks.
Can I try and grab it with my crab claws?
Oh.
Yes.
That's a 6.
No, it slips between your two claws. You're juggling it.
I forgot you had claws there, Todd. Interesting choice.
They remind me of Glugon because they're his hands.
Well, I don't know. I guess those snow globes look pretty interesting. Maybe we'll grab a snow globe, all your maps, maybe a duffel bag.
I'm interested in buying a t-shirt.
Whoa. Now, I'd love to make a trade with you fellas, but what do you have to offer me?
I reach into my pocket. I pull out 30 Adobe and currency coins. I was about to say cryptocurrency, but that's not what that stands for.
Maybe this guy's a crypto, yeah.
This is completely worthless.
Trust me, the economy is going to come back.
Barry owns Bitcoin. He knows what he's talking about.
Fellas, gentlemen, it seems you're wasting my time.
Wait. I have a fruit. I got it from a snake. And
Listen, and he turns to Barry and Blizzard Boy, he realizing that Todd is kind of incompetent. Listen, if you want these maps, I got a specific thing I'm looking for.
What's that?
You see, I used to be a farmer back on Adobe. When Deadpool attacked, all my crops died, and all that was left was one little crop that I named Jessica. This little punk, this little thief, Quibble, this little rat-like man, he came and he stole from me.
Oh my god.
And I can't find this Quibble anywhere on the ship. And if you could find Quibble and get my plant back, I'll give you this plant.
well, sir, if I may, you say you miss your crops. Well, you know what else is a crop? A fruit.
You've convinced me. Hand that fruit over.
Really?
Take the maps. It's all yours.
Okay then, not that we really want the maps, but, I guess I'll take them.
Well, if you don't want them, I mean, you could just
No,
leave.
I mean, I'll check them out,
You take a map, and you start to walk away, and this, magnetic tether just appears between the map and Jiff Bop, and you fall flat on your face.
Ow.
He's dying laughing at you. He's like,
Why did he turn into Waluigi?
I'm sorry. I was just playing a prank on you. Todd, that's your name?
Dude, that was hilarious.
I was just kidding, though. Go ahead, take the map.
Okay, I trust you this time.
And you fall right back on your face again.
Third time's the charm?
Listen, I'm gonna give you this snow globe on the house. And he hands you a snow globe. There's a tag on all of the items in the shop. And this tag, he taps it as if he's typing in a key code. It creates a sound as if it's deactivating. And then he hands it to you he seems genuine now.
I mean, is it really on the house if I paid for it with my fruit?
I was sort of hoping you'd forget about that.
Oh, well, it is a nice snow globe, I guess.
Is it a nice snow globe?
No, it's just a shattered beer bottle with duct tape and dirty water.
Wait, Todd, did you just give him that fruit we got from the snake for a broken snow globe?
I mean, it's a pretty nice globe if you look at it with a certain lighting.
Wasn't that fruit supposed to be worth a lot of money?
Todd, what the hell?
All I know is that it came from a snake.
I just feel like you're not really cut out for this work sometimes, Barry, I mean, come on, back me up here. She's always getting on my ass about this, but this...
I mean, you didn't have to put it so harshly.
Todd just looks really defeated. And
let's get moving. Let's
get Jessica back.
Leave it to us. Get Jessica back for you. Mr. Jiff Bop.
Yeah.
What does this guy look like?
He's a squat, rat-like man. He's got a beanie.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Wait a minute. I think I stole this guy's money earlier. I remember he was stealing from a child.
Yeah, what a dick. I'm a child.
You're extra offended. As I said, the robots are blocking off the hallways that lead into the other half of the ship. However, you could still continue into this half of the ship. You're in the front half right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, so let's just start looking at different rooms for this guy, right?
So the three of you walk into like a cafeteria-sized room full of delicious meals. You could almost taste them in the air. All these colorful meals are stockpiled on a conveyor belt that's pulling food all the way across, like around the room. The belt begins its journey from behind a cutout kitchen window and ends beside the front door. As the dishes reach this end, they're teleported back to the start in an infinite loop.
Oh boy. What is on the menu for Blizzard Boy today? I want to see what they got. One?
You find a pear that's like extra droopy and it's kind of bluish.
Does it look appetizing?
Maybe bittersweet.
I just want to snag it.
That pear reminds me of my fruit.
Is it crowded enough for me to roll?
You could roll.
That is a natural 20.
Whoa. Okay, there is definitely no Quibble here. Like, there's no one that fits that description. However, do notice a man. He's like this thin man in a cape, and he's not so stealthily like loading a laser rifle while scarfing down a plate of spaghetti. There aren't any robots in this room, so there's no one to stop him. Like, you don't know how he still has a weapon.
That's so badass.
Okay, I want to walk up to him.
I want to follow him.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Barry.
He's very focused on his meal and just like loading his rifle. He doesn't even like care that you're there.
I want to tap him on the shoulder. Hey, I was just wondering how you got that rifle in the ship.
Well, yeah, you see, my job, it's like, I'm an assassin.
Dude, you're an assassin?
Name's Soup, by the way, Soup the Assassin.
Bro, that is sick.
No, it kind of sucks. Like, it's like so much work.
Wait, really?
There's someone I'm supposed to be killing right now, but I'm just like kind of procrastinating or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I feel that.
It's not one of us, is it?
Who is it who you're looking for?
Well, my sister.
Huh?
You're going to assassinate
Whoa.
your sister.
God, that's so metal. Oh my god.
My sister's Professor Copterclonk. She made the chemical that fended off Duddlepaw, you know.
Oh, why do you want to kill her?
The Duddlepaw gang, they gave me this weapon and they want me to, you know, take her out.
The Duddlepaw gang?
Okay, Todd, stop asking questions. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, stop asking questions, Todd.
You work in a shady line of work. Do you happen to know anyone by the name of Quibble?
Quibble, is it that little rat fuck who tried to rob me earlier?
That sounds like him.
You know where he went?
Well, he was here earlier. He tries to steal from people and then he just like sort of disappears into shadows.
Good talking to you, Soup.
So I guess let's look into a different room. Find this Quibble.
Let's go.
You enter a dimly lit theater with procedurally generated entertainment. Two robots are currently on stage performing. It's a stand-up set about unrelatable alien problems.
This looks interesting.
Yeah, I think I might want to watch this.
No, I don't think you do.
Yeah, I really want to hear. I really want to hear what this guy has to say.
People, you know, they say I look like Glib Glob Spigglewob if he was depressed.
This guy is good.
Have you ever had all three of your eyes fall out into your soup while you're just trying to have a good meal?
I can't relate to his issues, but I somehow sympathize with him.
All right. Wait, we're moving on. Let's look for Quibble.
All right, that's a 17.
You're not seeing any beanies sticking out of the seats. However, in the back row, you notice the flickering of a lighter. And there's this big burly woman in like a sleeveless tuxedo who's like flicking it on and off. She looks like she owns the place.
There's someone over there who looks kind of important. They might know more about the ship and might have seen Quibble. Maybe we talk to her.
Yeah, we'll talk to her. Barry, let's go.
Good idea.
Hello? I'm talking to the large woman, the intimidating woman.
She knows.
Hi.
Todd, don't.
Excuse me. What do you want? We're looking for a rat-like man by the name of Quibble. Have you seen anything like him?
Why would I give you any information about nobody?
Well, actually, we're asking for information about somebody.
I kind of look at Todd after he interrupted me.
Sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry about our... You know what, Todd, you were just getting us cups of water, right? Some refreshments?
I was?
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
Get lost.
All right, you're kind of a punk, dude.
Todd is just like standing nearby and he just shuffles over and he's like,
So, did you guys actually want water, or was that just a front?
It was a front, Todd.
Okay. Well, here's some water. Anyways, I found I found it under a seat.
It's not water.
Did you guys learn anything from her?
There's no use in trying to get anything out of her.
Hang on. Let me try something.
Todd, it's probably best if we leave.
Todd just like shuffles back over to her.
Hey, I heard you wanted something in exchange for information, and I have something kind of cool, actually.
That is the opposite of what I said.
Todd just like reaches into his bag and nervously pulls out the snow globe from earlier.
You see this? It's actually a very rare, very valuable antique that I stole from important people.
She picks you up by the collar. Just like one hand. and lifts you off the ground without even looking. And she's still just flicking this lighter on and off. She says nothing.
At this point, Barry's gonna step in. He's gonna try and grab Todd.
Yeah, you know what? Listen, lady, we're gonna just take care of this guy. We're gonna get out of your hair. So I'm just gonna grab him now.
She does not release from the collar.
Hey, sorry I don't know your name, but I have something that might interest you. And I want to pull out a box of matches. I see you're having fun with that lighter. I've got something even more fun.
You catch her side eye, and she's like trying to pretend like she's not interested.
If you let Todd go, and tell us where Quibble is, then I'll let you have this box of matches.
How about this instead? And she drops Todd and picks you up by the collar.
Oh my god.
She takes the matches out of your hands.
Oh no.
All right, lady, we're gonna get going like right now. We're actually just leaving right now. And I tried to grab Barry. I with all my strength, I tried to like grab him.
She's looking at the matches, like so excited to use them that she like kind of loosens her grip and like lets go. And then as you're like leaving, you see her like flicking matches on and just like burning cocktail napkins. Like,
good shit, Barry. Smart thinking.
Let's move on.
So this is the final room that you have access to in this section of the ship. You enter a warm, cozy lounge with wood-paneled flooring. The Adobians are seated at leather couches across from a long, sleek fireplace. A line of guests are currently taking turns stepping through a silver teleportation wall in the back of the room labeled cabins. And in the center of this lounge, there's a golden statue of a one-eyed alien held up by a pillar lodged in its back.
The pillar is lodged in its back, so it's like parallel to the ground.
It's perpendicular to the ground, but it's like slanted at a certain point to where it's like kind of merges with the back.
Okay. All right. Let me take a look around, see what I can find here, boys.
So you're looking around the room for this rat-like man, and you see in the line a man in a black beanie, firmly grasping a blue and orange potted plant, and he's tapping his foot impatiently and darting his eyes as if someone is out to get him.
Beanie, plant. We should ask him if he's seen Quibble.
God, Todd.
Todd is just like completely oblivious to the fact of like who this is, so he just like casually saunters over to him.
Todd, wait.
I want to stop Todd, like grab onto him. Todd, if we let this guy get away, then there's no knowing when we'll see him again. We should try and catch him right now when we still can.
Get away. He's just a guy, isn't he? You don't think?
Yes, Todd. Very, let's... You go in from the front, I'll circle around, alright? We'll do the old pincer attack. Just like the old days.
Oh, right.
You know, you stay here, Todd. You keep a lookout.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to try and like walk around the entire room, so that way I'm just like walking. I'm not like I'm coming at him at like a natural direction and kind of want to like brush past him.
Okay, roll for a natural angle.
5.
You get really nervous like at the start of your like angle, and you start like kind of zigzagging, and like you look at him like very intense eyes that are obvious that you're like staring at him, and then you like you step back and hesitate. You're just like doing all this crazy shit, just trying to walk over to him. And Quibble is very suspicious.
Can I like sneak around while he's doing that?
Yes.
Like, we move at the same time. Okay, I want to go around from like the right side or whatever. 13.
He is extremely suspicious right now, and he's starting to back up.
Todd walks over and starts talking to him.
If you don't mind me asking, has somebody robbed you recently? No!
And he just like he scurries off. He bolts. He's making a run for it.
Can I try to catch him?
Yeah.
14.
I want to chase after him too.
You think you're catching up, and this guy is just like so nimble and fast. He's just like squirming through the crowd like a squid. He bolts for the infinite buffet.
I'm gonna grab Todd by the collar and just drag him along.
Quibble, he's inside the buffet right now, and he's like running to the corners of the room trying to find a place to hide. Like he's like scratching at the wall. He's like,
hey, give Jessica back.
As soon as you guys walk into the room, he jumps onto like the conveyor belt and he's like running across it.
Can I like tie a knot with my rope and like kind of like lasso him?
You want to use the grappling hook maybe?
No, I want to use the rope. No, I got 21.
So he's going like against the conveyor belt. So he's like running slower and he's like kind of running in place. And so you have like a major advantage, and you loop around his neck and pull him down. And he's like pulling. He drops the plant and the pot shatters. But the plant is fine. The plant is fine.
Okay.
And he's just like he's like pulling at the rope. He's like, no.
All right, I want to yank him over. I want to yank him over in one swoop. Holy shit! We know you're a crooked thief. You steal from children. You're messed up. You're messed up, man.
I am not a thief.
You're literally a thief, bro. Don't even with that. I know you're a thief.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
What are you doing here?
Don't confuse me. We know that's Jessica. We know you took her from Jiff Bop. All right, give it up.
I knew it. No, I did not take this from Jiff Bop.
Yeah, well, you did.
I traded it fair and square.
What'd you give him?
I gave him my grappling hook. Look, I have a receipt.
I want to look at the receipt.
It's like a handwritten receipt with Jiff Bop's like signature for a grappling hook for Jessica the plant.
Would he have given Todd a receipt?
Yeah, I guess he would have.
Dude, the signatures match.
That's smart. Smart thinking, Barry.
The signatures match.
Jiff Bop, he's a scumbag, a scam artist.
Okay, well, you're a scam artist. You sound like a punk. You sound like a scam artist too, but
You can't judge me by my voice.
that's fair. I'm sorry.
Well, I did see you steal from that child earlier.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, fuck you. You stole from a child. I didn't forget that already.
What? Like you haven't ever stolen anything?
It's different.
We are an organization that specializes in resource management. It's not exactly stealing, it's just reallocating.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly, yeah, that's me too. That's my line of work. Resource management.
You all just like pause, like none of you want to admit you're like all scumbags.
Well, speaking of resource management, Todd, why don't you procure that plant?
Okay. Wait! I got that plant fair and square. Now, if you want something from Jiff Bop, I have an idea to get all of his goods.
I'm listening.
I'm listening.
I am also listening.
I really like that you guys audibly validate me as I speak.
I hear ya.
Jiff Bop, if you've noticed, all of his inventory is tagged with magnetic tethers, and that's the only thing preventing us from taking all he's got. But I have these.
And he pulls out 2 gloves.
These are demagnetizers. They could remove the magnetic current.
Hang on, I need a second.
You okay, Quibble?
No, yeah, I'm fine. I just get really worked up. With these gloves, we could demagnetize the stand, and we could steal everything he's got.
Then why haven't you done that?
It's not so simple, you see. It's a dangerous thing to do. You have to be willing to risk your life. Why?
To demagnetize the items at his stand, you're gonna have to touch Jiff Bop for 30 seconds with both hands. And if you let go for even 1 second, then the current will be broken and you'll immediately be shocked
Like to death?
to death!
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't like dying.
Oh no.
Alright, Barry. It seems kind of risky, but who's it gonna be this time?
I'll do it.
No.
No, it's
No.
Good.
No, I have an idea. I'm very good with my hands, even when they are crab hands.
Right, you're terrible with your hands.
Yeah, I don't think those gloves will fit.
You remember that shoulder massage I gave you? Remember how nice that felt?
Quibble would like a shoulder massage.
Todd just looks like visibly uncomfortable at the idea of touching Quibble's shoulders.
Yeah, Barry, can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure, and we kind of do a little sidebar.
They're just huddling because they really like each other.
Todd, like, I feel like he's really been trying recently to, like, do a better job, but he keeps failing miserably. And I feel like he doesn't know what he's doing.
I agree.
I feel like maybe we don't stop him, but we'll just try to discourage him. Like, maybe we just hype up how dangerous it is, and then he'll, like, wimp out, because he's kind of a wimp.
Maybe he'll want to do it more because it's dangerous.
So maybe we talk about how not dangerous it is.
They turn around and Todd's already wearing the gloves.
And Quibble at the same time is like telling Todd how dangerous it is.
All right, Todd, I'll do this.
No.
Hand me the gloves.
No.
What?
I can't let you.
Todd.
I can't let you risk your life.
I pull him back for a sidebar again. He doesn't realize that we're criminals, I don't think.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Would Jem want this?
When is he ever going to learn? We got to give him a shot. If we just keep, sidebarring him, he's never going to learn. I say we let him go for it.
So, Todd, where'd you go to school?
Like he's just like making small talk as y'all were like.
Oh, well, Adobe Community College, and nothing too fancy, but,
Hey, Todd, all right.
Oh, thank God.
We talked about it, and we're gonna let you go for it. We think this is a great opportunity for you to grow, to work your way up the ladder in this resource development exchange company.
You really think so?
We do. Me and Barry both do.
I won't let you down, guys.
I'm gonna do one final sidebar with Wizard Boy. Just be prepared to step in if things get hairy.
Oh, don't worry, I'm ready. I'm ready.
God, do they do that a lot? Just like exclude you and like leave us in this awkward situation?
They just really like to spend quality time together.
Are we considered a huddle right now, you and I?
If you want, we can get in really close and...
How about you untie this rope from my neck?
Okay.
He just like pinches through it with his crab hands.
Thanks.
All right, let's do this, guys. Let's get those maps.
We head back to the lobby, I guess.
I think my throat is permanently damaged.
Damn, I apologize. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I forgot your name.
Fuck you! You ruined my throat, and then you barely say sorry, and you can't even remember my name.
Quibble.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Okay, just a reminder. You gotta put your hands on Jiff Bop, and you can't let go for 30 whole seconds. Otherwise, zap! You're dead. You got that, Todd? You don't seem like you're listening.
30 seconds. You got it.
Todd is sweating right now.
Yeah, you're not gonna wanna sweat. The water will short-circuit the gloves. Keep it together, kid.
Ah.
All right, so what's the plan to heist this thing? I mean, how are we gonna... I think, if we pretend to be customers and distract Jiff Bop...
If we're going with the massage strategy, I feel like we should...
I can offer him the massage as thanks for this awesome snow globe, and then we throw in Jessica as an added gift.
Quibble has the plant, like, because the pot shattered, he has, like, the soil and the plant in his beanie right now, and he's, like, holding it.
Maybe we give him Jessica first to kind of loosen him up a little bit.
I think, yeah, Jessica loosens him up, and then Todd will go for the final finish, All right, and Quibble, you just look really sorry. Like, can you pretend to be, like, really sorry?
I'll do my best. but I feel no guilt. It's hard for you to pretend.
Right, but just if like
What does guilt feel like?
I show him one of the memes in my notebook that just shows like a really sad looking dog, and I'm just like,
Just try and copy this.
all right, let's talk to this dude.
Well, gentlemen, if it isn't my 3 favorite customers,
Really?
if it means you'll buy something,
I already forgot what his name was. It was a
happens to most, and I'm Jiff Bop, the gift shop shopkeeper. What brings you gentlemen back to me? Oh, is that Quibble? That little scumbag?
I'm sorry.
Wow, that was beautiful.
They got me fair and square. Here, I got the plant right here.
Oh my God, Jessica, hand that over. And he takes it. He's like, oh, what the hell happened to the pot?
yeah, we had to restrain him first, and so that it kind of we lost the pot, unfortunately.
Dear Lord.
But we got the plant.
All right.
That's what really matters.
I suppose you held up your end of the deal, so the maps is what you want, correct?
Well, before that, we felt like
This snow globe you gave me was just so amazing, and it was on the house and everything, so I felt bad and I wanted to offer you a little service as payment.
Please elaborate. The service?
I give a mean shoulder massage.
Massage? Is this code for what I think it is?
No,
it's
it's all restricted
It's
to the
not.
shoulders. I promise.
Can I roll charisma on this? That's 18.
He's like rolling his shoulders back. It's like, you know what? I have had a hell of a day putting this stand together, pushing boxes and crates and whatnot. And what the hell? I mean,
Todd just like very, very nervously saunters over to this guy and just like slowly starts rubbing his shoulders.
as you move like the gloves close to his body, you see like little static shocks like connecting with your gloves. And once you connect, you could feel like an attachment. And you know if you let go, there's like a current running through your hands right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull out my stopwatch and start counting.
And while it's going on, I want to distract Jiff Bop and ask him, why'd you want Jessica back so bad? It feels like you had like some, emotional connection to it.
Well, I don't really like to talk about it, but my wife, her name was Jessica, and when our farm was demolished, she perished with the crops, and this is the last one we got. It reminds me of her.
I'm really sorry for you.
Hey, by the way, why? Well, Quibble, what, and like, Jiff Bop is starting to like connect the dots. He's like, wait, like this doesn't make any sense. And in his mind, he's like realizing like he did trade the grappling hook for the crop, and so Jiff Bop is like, he sees the receipt in Quibble's like pocket. He's like, Quibble, I'm noticing that receipt over there, and why are you returning the plant to me?
I was really sorry.
Yeah, he was really sorry.
Daniel, roll dexterity.
Oh, 16.
There's like little shocks happening at your fingertips, and Jiff Bop is like, he's not really noticing them, but they're visible to like Barry and Blizzard Boy, and like they could see them like popping off your fingertips.
I start nervously sweating.
He's on to you. He's scammed a few people in his days, and he knows when he's being conned. Take your hands off me, Todd. Take your hands off.
Todd just like rubs even harder. He's just like tries like to distract him by just like hitting that pressure point.
Hey, whoa, a little harsh there. Robots, guards, I'm being assaulted.
I want to look at the stopwatch. How much time is left?
You have 10 seconds left.
The guards are underway.
I want to duct tape Jiff Bop's mouth. 12.
Todd is pushing really hard on those pressure points, and his like shoulders are kind of like stiff and pushed in. He's not really paying attention, and you just like slam the duct tape over his mouth. He's like, ooh.
Okay, I slam it, and I'm like, oh, actually, we're good. We're so sorry about that. But
While he's doing that, I wanna say, hey, I was the one assaulting Jiff Bop, the gift shop shopkeeper, and I want to start running away.
Yeah, they're on your tail. You got them.
I want to start running towards the buffet.
Yeah, that's 30 seconds, and you hear like the deactivation, like you hear the gloves like.
Huh.
all right, Quibble, go, 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 go. And I start grabbing as much as I go for the maps first, but I want to grab everything else too.
Give me the gloves, Todd. Good. Give me the gloves.
Just Todd like starts fumbling trying to get them off, but he has claw hands.
Blizzard Boy, you get the maps and we get all this stuff. This little device with a blinking red light, a model of the SSOS, a disembodied Adobean tail. There's all these like random like mismatched like items that Jiff Bop had collected. And as you're doing that, Quibble grabs the gloves and he just runs off. Jiff Bop right now, he falls to the ground and he's crying, completely broken that you're, stealing all of his stuff and like his shop is in shambles.
Guys, maybe we should just take the maps. I mean, after all, we're not really thieves, are we?
Nah, we're stealing this guy dry. All right, let's take everything. Let's go.
But I mean, this doesn't really have anything to do with like resources or anything. This is just kind of stealing, don't you think?
Todd, we're thieves. And then I just start taking everything.
Okay, Barry, like you're in the buffet right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the robots are like on your tail in the buffet. Like, what do you want to do?
I want to see if I can find soup.
Okay.
Yeah. Were you referring to food soup or the character
No,
soup?
I was referring to the person soup. I was referring to the person soup.
Okay, yeah, you see Soup. He's still in the same place, eating his spaghetti.
Soup eating spaghetti.
Soup, I need your help.
Yeah, what's good?
I've got these robots on my tail. I need them eliminated.
All right, like now they're like coming towards you, like very quickly.
Yes, yeah.
It's like I don't know, like I already got this job. Like I'm taking a break.
I'll give you 30 Adobean cryptocurrency.
I mean, you could borrow my gun and do it yourself.
Sounds like a plan. I grab his gun.
Yeah, you fire at the robots and they explode. They burst into flames.
Ooh, now that's a spicy meatball.
All right, in the meantime,
Todd, like, they're about to run away and, like, go find Barry, but before, like, does it, Todd just, like, runs and places the snow globe in front of Jiff.
As you're like pulling the snow globe out of your pocket, all of the items, the tags on the items, the magnetic tags, they suddenly activate, and the tethers all, like, cross across the room and like, they bend into a hallway where Quibble is, like, peeking. And all the items are magnetized towards Quibble, including the snow globe, which is like still in your pocket, and it pulls you, Todd. And you're dragged across the room by these like tethers. And Quibble is making a bolt for it. He's making a bolt for the lounge.
Oh, what the hell? He's getting away with the stuff. Quibble.
Quibble has escaped into the lounge. Blizzard Boy is in the lobby, still like just like the maps are gone. And he's like, "What the fuck just happened?" And Quibble notices Todd on his tail, and he grabs Todd like in an arm lock, and he jumps into the silver wall labeled cabins.
Okay, I want to follow him.
You jump into the silver wall.
Yeah.
You phase into a charming little cabin, but you're completely alone. However, there's like an aroma of sweat and perfume misting the whole area, as if you're standing in a crowd of people. Like you could sense the presence of like hundreds upon hundreds of people, but you're completely alone in this room. There's a plaque above the TV, and it says the following: in order to like save space on the ship, a single cabin is used to house all of the passengers, but when entering the room, each guest is teleported into a unique plane of existence within the same space called a server. So basically all the people here are like ghosts to one another, but you're sharing the same room.
Oh.
The only way you could enter the same room is if you're in like contact with a person.
Shit.
Can I get on the walkie-talkie? I'm like,
Blizzard Boy, what happened?
Yeah, we got a problem here. I think they jumped into a room that like basically goes into its own. So I don't really, to be honest, I don't really fully get it. But I think Quibble just, I think he just kind of stole Todd.
Oh no.
Todd, you're like knocked out right now. You're starting to like wake up in this dark room. It's identical to the one Blizzard Boy was in. It's just a bedroom where you're tied up in a chair, and the room is filled with like just shiny objects, screws, bolts, jewels, diamonds, whatever, and across the way you see a silhouette of Quibble, and you just hear
Quibble, is that you?
Quibble is angry that you followed him here.
I mean, I didn't really have much of a choice, to be honest.
You're here to steal all of my goods and shinies.
Quibble turns around, and he has like a sharp dagger, and he's walking towards you, and he's like dragging it like down your chest, and he's like,
Quibble could sell your kidneys for a good price.
Actually, I already donated a kidney back in college. They're not very useful when there's only one.
Well, perhaps I can take your heart. I hear those sell for a ton of money on the black market.
Oh boy.
So during this time, he's gonna talk to Blizzard Boy.
Holy shit, Todd's dead, dude. He's fucking dead.
We need to find him right away. Who knows what this Quibble is gonna do to him?
We can't go into the rooms, dude. They're based on I don't even know what. But we weren't holding him. He was holding Todd.
Boys, come in. Boys!
Jem.
Yes, Jem.
I was just, missing Todd, and I just, wanted to see how he was doing.
Can I talk to Glucon real quick? Just for a second.
Alright, but I'm looking forward to talking to that sweet little Todd.
Oh, well, for sure. For sure, Jem.
Yeah, Urang, what's going on, kid?
Glucon, listen, bud. Do you know anything about these server rooms? Can you explain to me what that means?
Have you ever played, like Club Penguin?
Club Penguin canonically exists in this now.
This room right here that I'm in is a server. It's basically like, a way to save space. They use the same rooms, but they put people on separate planes of existence. Does that make any sense to you?
That makes sense. How can I get into a room that someone else is in?
That's simply not possible. You'd have to be on the control deck.
Can we get there?
It's the captain's deck. You can try. Pretty sure it's
God.
shielded off. How's that Todd doing? I love that boy, Todd.
Why does everyone love...
How are my hands doing? Can you put the phone to my hands?
Look, shh. Whoa, it's breaking up. Breaking up. What the? That's so weird. That's gonna. Okay, I turned it off. I dropped the walkie-talkie.
That's not how walkie-talkies work. I'm still talking to you.
How do I turn this thing? I click off. Barry, how do we tell Jem that Todd is dead?
At this point, Barry he's pacing back and forth. He's nervous.
Can I interest you in a fruit, maybe?
While I'm talking, can I try snipping away at the ropes with my crab hands?
roll dexterity.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Like your hands are just behind your back, like it just sounds like snapping. You just hear like, but like nothing's happening, you know.
What is that?
He goes like behind you, and like he sees your like crab claws snapping.
Before you cut me open or do anything, those guys back there, the thieves we were working with.
Yeah?
I mean, they've stolen a lot of stuff in their years, you know, and well, see, I'm not too happy with them myself, you know. They did kind of trick me into joining their ranks. See, I actually thought this was an internship and everything, but I know they actually have some things that we can get our hands on.
Is it worth more than your heart?
Oh, worth a lot more than my heart. My heart barely works.
Yeah, my heart's pretty shriveled too.
So, what do you say? You untie me and I'll bet we can get some stuff off of them. Eh?
Roll charisma.
That's a 14.
He like reluctantly starts to like move the knife towards the ropes. He's like,
Paint a picture of what we're talking here. What kind of goods are we talking?
Well, I hear that they have a map that leads to the fuel for this ship, which is enough to buy millions of hearts.
Millions of hearts?
Yeah, millions.
Are you imitating me right now?
No. I mean,
No!
How do we go about this?
Well, they still think I'm part of their team. So all we need to do is find our way back to the lobby. And, well, I can probably talk them into something.
So, this fuel. How do you, where's the fuel?
I mean, you have the maps, after all, don't you?
The maps.
and he like digs through his like pile of shiny things. And he pulls out the fire escape maps. And he's like sifting through them. And he sees one for the engine deck that has like a diagram of the engine with the fuel. It's like,
This is on the way low at Dex.
Exactly. So, you'll need a trained group of thieves to get down there. You couldn't possibly do it yourself.
That's a good point. Quibble is not up for adventure.
Yeah, and these guys I know, they're really good at what they do.
Well, how can I trust you?
Well,
I know.
So he takes the magnetic tag off of the snow globe and he attaches it to the back of your head.
If you betray me, I will pull you back here, and I will cut you open.
Fair enough. But, I am gonna need those maps.
He hands you the maps.
Alright, pleasure doing business with you. I'll just, be going.
I'll be watching you. I'll always be there, in the shadows.
Okay, I'm not sure I like that. Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a safe trip.
I don't think Todd's gonna make it very. Oh God, he messed up.
Todd reappears in the lounge out of the silver wool, and he looks completely flummoxed.
Todd, holy
Todd.
shit! Oh my God, he's alive.
I run towards Todd.
Hey guys.
I pick him up. Todd, you're safe.
Todd, are those the maps?
They sure are. I took them.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You sly little devil.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh yeah, you should have seen what I did to that guy. Oh man, he's barely recognizable now. But I got him.
Up top, buddy.
Really? Approval?
Yes. Give me a half five. Come on.
Okay.
Todd misses.
We'll work on it.
Todd, I'm sure you've realized that we're thieves. It's up to you if you want to stay with us, but
You're an asset now, buddy. You're not leaving.
Todd just nervously feels the magnetic tag on the back of his head. Can I look at the map?
So the map for the main deck reveals that there's a secret maintenance tunnel hatch underneath the golden statue in the lounge, the one of the one-eyed alien that you saw earlier.
The one with the pillar through its back?
Yes, and according to the map, this tunnel leads straight to the sky pool. All you have to do is push this statue. Also, there is a golden plaque on this statue that reads Captain Flash.
Does he look strong?
It's hard to tell, but by his anatomy. It's an anatomy you've never seen. You don't even understand, where muscles would be.
Can I try pressing on the plaque?
Todd, you take your crab claws right to the plaque and you give it, the hardest shove you can. And the whole statue just slides back, and you realize, it's extremely light.
Todd just flexes his muscles. He's like,
Oh, I guess I don't know my own strength.
But Todd's ripped now.
nice work, Todd.
You know what, guys? We live in a new world today. The world we left behind isn't a world for Todd, Zodd, Mclodd. It's a world for Todd the Thief.
What will those lizard people get up to next? Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for listening to the Universe Ball podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to give us a 5-star review. It helps a ton. And we'd really like to keep doing this. And anything less than 5 does not help, unfortunately. Wink, wink. If you'd like to play the SSOS yourself, you could find a copy on drivethroughrpg.com. Just look up Universe Ball Anthology in the SSOS, and we also have some fun one-shots that you could download for free. Blizzard Boy is played by Sami Jarbouh, who co-created the original game with me back in 2020. Barry Tartman is played by Ryan Fahed, and Todd Zodd Mclodd is played by Daniel Williams. I've been your editor, your game master, and the voice in your head, Dylan Ased, and I'll see you next episode. So long, strange creatures.